Hey traders, as per the title of the video, today I'm going to do a specific detail on how to use the trading journal template that I gave in the G trading room. So I decided to post this video on YouTube so that everyone can learn together with me about the importance of journaling in trading. Of course, this trading journal template is only given for free for the members within our trade room. So if you want to get one for yourself, please go down to the link in the description below here to join our G trading room. So before we start, one question here. Why do you think trading journal is so important? This is like one of the essentials in trading journey that you can never miss out, because it is quite impossible for you to make it successfully without a trading journal. So what you do here is, in your journal, you basically keep a track record of your trades that you took previously. That means you are able to look back in the future for review purpose of the trades that you took before, whether is it a good trade or not, whether you act with objectivity or emotions, and where your mistakes are, and how is your timing for each trade. All these are some of the problems or questions that you will find out when you journal. So what does journaling do is, it reduces the possibility of you not knowing what you are doing in your trading journey. That means by doing journal, you are able to understand where your mistakes are and make adjustment accordingly. Now, what if you don't journal your trade? What is the effect if you are lazy to journal your own trade? So the thing is that if you don't journal your own trade, you will never know what your mistakes were, whether you act according to your game plan. So it simply gives you one conclusion. If you don't organize your trades, you will remain ignorant. Even if I want to help you refine your strategy and adjust your mistakes, I can't even help you with that because I don't have a track record from you that tells me how you took those trades. I can only know where your problem is when I go through your journal and look at it. Even if it's not for me, journaling is also for your own purpose, that you need to review and improve your trading system. So you don't journal your trades because I tell you to do so. It's because you journal because you're a trader. It's basically a must for most of the traders. It's basically a must for a trader to do in order for them to succeed in their trading journey. Now go back to our main topic here. Let's begin. So the first thing we have is the trading system itself over here. So what's your to-do list, your risk management, the pairs that you take trades, and the trading session of your time. It could be London, it could be New York session, or it could be Asian session. And then your entries. So how does your entry look like? Your work on, your stop loss, and your take profit. Now we have settled the first part. We will go to the second part here, which is the most important one, the journal. So this is the journal 2025. So we have trade number, time, description, emotion, pair, type, market, entry, lot size, risk level, trade stop. Because I know there are some of you who do trade stop in your trading system. And then entry time frame, risk to reward ratio, profit and loss, win, loss, position, day, month, session time, swap and commission. Because my Justmarket doesn't have swap fee and commission fee, so my swap fee and commission fee is usually 0. Okay, now there are actually 5 rows over here, but then if you want to add more rows for your journal, you can just go over here and then click this 6 dots button and click duplicate. Then you will have the 6th row over here. All right, now the next point here is, when you move on to this side, you can see in this risk to reward ratio column, there is a sum over here. Okay, so let's say you got the risk to reward ratio of 5, so it will be stated here 5. So let's say your second trade you got 10 risk to reward ratio, so your total is 15. So let's say your third trade is a losing trade. Okay, you lose -2 ratio, so you got 13. Okay, so that is a basic idea of how you can do your journal of the trade. And then the profit here, the same thing here. If I put, so let's say if I earn $100 on this trade, 100, and then let's say my second trade I earn $350, the total is $150. All right, so it's basically the same thing over here. And then how many wins? Okay, so let's say your first trade is a winner, your second trade is also a winner. You have 2 total winners over here in total. Okay, and then for your loss, so let's say your third trade is a loss, you can go your third trade loss over here. Okay, the reason why I put BE over here because I consider BE as a loss also. But then it's okay if you all want to change the trading journal template. I'm okay with that. Now let's say your fourth trade is also a loss. So you can look down over here. We have a total of 2 winners and 2 losers over here. So it's actually a clear way of how you can see through the overall data of your trading journal. So this is the main point why you should journal down your trades, because you need to have a overall data of how you took the trades and how was your improvement, how was your performance. So let me remove this first. Now next thing here is you can open each respective trade over here. Okay, just by clicking this open inside pit, you can have this side view over here. All right, so it's the same thing over here. Basically what you type here will be reflected over here. So let's say if I enter a trade on the 16th of March, I put it over here, my time 16th of March, so it will be reflected here. It's the same thing over here basically. So if you have filled in the data over here, it will be reflected over here. All right, so I'll just briefly go through how you can generate your trade over here. So a loss or BE. Second here is a market condition. Okay, is it a uptrend, downtrend, or a ranging market, or whether you are trading a counter trend market. All right, and then the third thing over here, the P and L, profit and loss, and then which pair are you trading. All right, if you want to add more pair, you can go like this. So let's say I trade GBP Australian dollar. Okay, I can put over here GBP AUD. Okay, create. Okay, it's just as simple as that. If I want to create a new one, and then position long or short. Okay, I put long over here. Win, whether is it win? Okay, I put a win. Entry time frame. So what is your time frame that you see your confirmation, or the time frame that you enter a trade? Okay, so if you see, so if your entry is based on the daily time frame, you can just put over here daily time frame. Alright, and then what day did you enter the trade? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, from January to December. What type of trade do you take? Okay, so you all can add whatever you want over here. So let's say if you trade breakout and retest, okay, you can put over here breakout and retest. Alright, just create a new one if you have your own strategy. Alright, and then the next thing over here is what type of entry did you take? Market order, limit order, or stop order. And then the next thing is emotion. What kind of emotion did you use when you took the trade, right? And then the risk to reward ratio, and then time. For the time here, you can add another end time over here, the end date. So let's say if the trade started from the 16th of March, and then it ended on 17th of March, then I put over here 17th of March. So I will have this trade from 16th of March until the 17th of March. Okay. So the next thing here is the lot size. So what lot size did you put when entering this trade? Your risk level. Okay, this one is also dependent on you. You can put your own risk level over here. Let's say if you risk 2% per trade, just put it over here 2%. Okay, there is no problem with that. Alright. And then the session time, New York, London, Asian, pre-London. Just choose whatever you want according to the trade that you take in that session. Okay, so the short fee is, let's say the short fee is negative $70. Just put it over here, $70. And then my commission is one lot $3. Then I put $3 over here. And then description, whether is it a failed order or a cancelled order, okay, or missed order. Alright. And then did you trade stop? Okay. Okay, and then the next thing here is this screenshots. Okay, this is where you put your screenshots over here. So let me open up my trading view over here. I can just show you how you can put your screenshots. Okay, now let me open up my chart over here. Wait for a moment. Alright, so let's say this is a daily time frame. Now I go to the daily time frame over here, and then how am I going to take screenshots of the trade? Okay, I go to the camera section over here. This is the daily time frame. I go to the camera icon over here, and then I put copy image. Alright, and then when I go to this notion, I can just paste it on the daily time frame. Okay, and then wait for it to upload. Yeah, 100%. Okay, let's say if this trade is after, you can just put it over here after. Okay, to be specific, it's better for you to do your journal before you take a trade and after you take a trade. So when I mean after is basically after the trade has already hit either your TP or SL, or you close the trade manually. Okay, so before basically means the moment you enter the trade, what you see and what you interpret from the market. Alright, so it's better for you to have before and after, so that you can see the overall view of how the market looks like and identify where your mistakes are. Okay, then the next thing is the analysis here. What did you analyze? What did you see from the chart? So let's say if you see breakout, you test in the 4 hour time frame, just write it down here. Okay, let's say the first thing you see is the downtrend. Daily time frame, a downtrend momentum is seen on the market. So we will focus on sell rather than buy. Okay, now the next thing, maybe you can see that in the 4 hour time frame, the price broke past support and we tested to it. And then after that, what it comes afterward, the price form a bearish engulfing candle. So this is a sign of bearish momentum that tells me to enter a trade, signal for me to enter a trade. Okay, basically this is how you analyze the trade. This is just a idea of how you put the analysis here. Okay, so it all dependent on you. And then the entry exit over here. So let's say your entry is at the candle close. You put here bearish engulfing candle close. Alright, so alright, and then your stop loss over here. So what is your stop loss? So it could be 58 pips. Okay, this is just a number over here, it's not a real trade. 58 pips away from your entry, and the entry is at this bearish engulfing close. Okay, so be careful, both of these are different things. Entry and exit, SL and TP over here is where you enter a trade and how you exit. And then here the reason is why you exit and why you entry, why you have an entry over there. So it's a different thing. Okay, don't get confused. So the entry here, so why did you enter at the candle close? Because you probably see bearish momentum. Okay, a very simple explanation, don't need to be so complicated. Alright, but then always follow your game plan, that is the most important thing here. And then the stop loss, okay, it could be the market structure high. Okay, very simple here. Then the take profit is 1 risk to reward ratio before the next support zone. Okay, just a very simple one. Alright, and then a follow-up action. So let's say if you do trade stop, okay, trade stop, okay, just write it down here, trade stop. And then second thing, what you do, maybe you do break even. Alright, you can just put whatever thing you want over here, just a record of follow-up action that you have ever done in this one trade. Okay, yeah, that is basically how the follow-up action works over here. And then for the last one, review and learning. Okay, this review and learning is after this trade is done. It's either it hit your take profit, stop loss, or you close the trade by yourself. Okay, now you basically do a short review over here to see how you can improve your trade compared to the previous trades that you have taken, and see whether is it a good loss or a bad loss. Okay, a good trade is the one that you take with objectivity. So for the bad trades, that is the one that you take with emotions, that you don't act with your game plan. Alright, so this is where you do all your improvement and do all your review and see where you can improve, where are your mistakes. Alright, so let's say you shouldn't have do trade stop because your game plan doesn't tell you to do so. Alright, so this can be a lesson to you, that next time you don't ever do your trade stop, because based on your system you shouldn't have done that. Alright, so it's a basically just a learning and review session over here on how you can improve better and identify where your mistakes were. Okay, alright, so there's a simple idea over here. Now I'll move on to, okay, this is a GBP USD trade that I took recently. Okay, GBP USD trade that I took recently over here. So if it's a winning trade, I will put a tick over here. A tick over here means a winning trade. You can see there are some trades which are cross, so these are losing trades. And then this one is a bit special. This trade is cancelled. It's either cancelled or missed. I use this symbol. Okay, alright, so I will just go through this GBP USD trade that I journaled on that day. Now the market condition here, uptrend, profit and loss, $172 earned, GBP USD, long position, win 4-hour entry time frame, and the day that I entered was Thursday, March. And what type of candle that I see? Rejection plus engulfing, market order, and emotion patient over here, and the risk to reward ratio 1, and the trade that I entered, the time, the 6th of March until the 12th of March. Okay, if you want to be more specific, you can put the time over here. Alright, and then the total lot size 0.21, 10%, London, order field. So this is the trade that I actually did a trade recap on YouTube. Now I put my screenshot over here, okay, where I have this, okay, before, after. Okay, so this is the before and after. Okay, I'm sorry, after over here. Alright, and then the daily time frame or the 4-hour time frame, more obvious over here. For the 4-hour time frame, you can see it more obviously. Okay, this is the trade when I entered, and this is after. Okay, so always do before and after so that you can see your overall trade progress. Alright, and then my analysis here, price in an uptrend, 4-hour time frame chart shows breakout and retest to the support zone. Alright, just a simple analysis here. And then another bullish engulfing candle close, my entry 58 pips away from my entry and 58 pips away from my take profit. And reason for entry and exit, why? Before bullish momentum. My stop loss, the previous low. To be more specific, it is the previous low. And then my take profit is 1 risk to reward ratio. Follow up action here, I did nothing. Alright, so it's basically a perfect trade. Alright, and that is basically the whole idea of how you can journal your trade over here and how you can put all your screenshots so that you can look back in the future, so you know where you can improve. And just by one look you can look at everything that you took previously. So it's a very important thing over here, because you don't journal your trades and you don't look back. The reason why you do your review is because you need to look back and see how you can improve. Okay, then you put the screenshots so you can have a clearer observation on the trade. Okay, now going back to the last section over here. Alright, so this is the last section over here. So this is the learning and improvement and the trading mindset over here. So this is where you write down all your mistakes. It could be in terms of trading execution or the time that you should be prepared, especially during the trading session, and the emotions. Alright, so let's say if you have problem with over trading, you can write it down over here so that you can avoid it the next time. Alright, so it's better for you to write it down, because when you write it down, you see better, you know where your mistakes are and see where you can improve. Alright, or maybe you have problem with, you start to get afraid. When you start to lose money, you start to lower down your risk because you get afraid. But then you know deep down that this is actually not the right thing to do, because it will ruin your progress in the long term. So it's not healthy for you to do that. Alright, so for consistency purpose, you can also write it down over here to let yourself acknowledge that this is a mistake I made, I must improve myself, and I must do it better the next time. Alright, and then the last one is the trading mindset. Your trading mindset here is something, it's more of the things that you learned before. Okay, let it be books, videos, or the trading influencers that you learn online. But then you have to be mindful that you are following the right trading influencer, because there are a lot of fake influencers out there. So it's quite dangerous for you to not follow the right person and just follow blindly. So here is the section where you learn how to think like a trader. So books like Trading in the Zone, okay, which is the one that I'm reading right now, can actually help you with that. It helps you in terms of mindset, on how you can think like a trader, on how you can approach the market like a real trader, like a professional trader. So you can just basically write all your key point over here, to just for the sake of reminding yourself about what you have learned it before. Let's say if I read a book on trading in a zone, okay, I see this very interesting point, I will write it down in the trading mindset over here to really absorb the knowledge. Okay, but the moment you really absorb the knowledge is you really implement it. So one thing is you read it. Okay, so after you read the knowledge, try to apply it. So before you apply it, you can just write it down over here, because books are always words and words. It's always filled with essays and articles. It's all complicated, so you can write it down over here with your own words to make it very simple. It's your own way of doing it. It's okay as long as you learn something on how to think like a trader, on how you can improve your mindset. It's a good thing already. So you can just write it over here. So for me, I personally write it down in my word file over here. I have all this trading mindset over here. It's all long paragraphs and articles. So I got all these different ideas from listening to different traders, books and traders that I have met online or offline. So it's all running by the way. You can see the first one, why no trade? Why I did not take a single trade? Okay, last week I haven't taken a single trade. I have a lot of things here. And then the dark side of trading, some sharing, and then risk allocation and high focus career, right? Correlation between trading and self-consciousness, right? So I write this all on my own, but of course I take some of these ideas from traders online and books, and then I compile it together to make it my own idea. All right, so this is how I learned about how to think like a trader, and I implement it. All right, so the last thing over here is the trading chart, but then I don't think this is very necessary for you to analyze here. Why don't you just analyze it using a TradingView app? All right, it's really simple for you to analyze through the app over here, because it's really hard for you to analyze through the chart over here. So I just put it here just for the sake of decoration, not really much purpose over here. So let's say, okay, just a add-on over here. Okay, so let's say if you want to add more things over here, you can just enter just some add-on over here on how you can do your own adding over here, because I'm not sure how many of you know how to use Notion, but then this is how you can use it. Okay, and then the learning over here, you can just put it here, blah 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 blah, and then enter blah, right? And then for the trading mindset, so let's say if you want to add a new file over here, I open it up. This is a file, okay? Meaning that this thing inside itself has a file. So this is just an example that I gave it to you all. Strategy is not everything. Okay, in reality, strategy is only the first step toward becoming a profitable trader. Blah. Okay, so let's say if you want to add, how you can add the same thing over here. You go duplicate, and what you can do is open up and remove, boom, boom. Okay, and just do your own one. Alright, so it's very simple to use. So let's say if you all have any question, you all can let me know on my Telegram, or you all can message me privately on Instagram. So that is pretty much of how the overall trading journal should be. I also put out some nice scenery over here, some Japanese wallpaper, so that you can enjoy it. And then the time over here. Okay, alright, so I hope you can understand the whole concept of doing a trading journal. It is basically for the long-term success in trading. So if you learn something here, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. If you all have something that you all want me to talk about, you all can comment down below. Alright, so see you all in the next video. Bye bye.